What is up, everybody? It's Adam from ZoinkMeister, and today I'm going over the new ZoinkMeister room. So this is the new setup. Let's go ahead and shut that door so we can reveal the ZoinkMeister hat and ZoinkMeister shirts. Really love this. This was a gift from ZoinkMeister Patrick. This hat I had custom made. This is the, I don't know, ZoinkMeister uniform, I guess? I don't know. So let's move over. Let's get a full schematic zoom out of what we're looking at here. So as you can see there over there is the game section, the game and some controllers there, just some general fun in the sun. And then as you can see, we have some consoles over there on that first shelf, some little shelving there, a shelf right there that seems to house a lot of consoles, of course, some on the floor, sorry about that mess. One 40-inch TV that's hooked up to the PC, as well as whatever guest console we're using at the time, the PC and its dedicated monitor, of course. A little shelf which has whatever I'm currently working on for capture, as well as two gaming chairs, a third really pathetic standard PC desk chair from like the 90s that I was using, and then my microphone of choice, the Audio-Technica 875R with a windshield and pop filter. Oh, and then this like nice little scroll style artwork of the Mega Man Smash 4 Wii U artwork that I really like. I have to hang up. As well as you can see here, 96 sheets of sound foam. And a small 18-inch TV that I use for miscellaneous usage, as well as some supplies for sticking those things on the wall, which I plan to put like everywhere, all over these walls, possibly even the ceiling. And then in this container we have below here houses like a bunch of amiibos. Like I believe I'm currently at like either 80 or 90 something amiibos. So let's go ahead and do a breakdown of what we got so far. So over here we're gonna go, I guess we'll go wing by wing here. So we'll go I guess from up to down, left to right. So this first wing here is PlayStation, all PlayStation usage. So I like to go by newest going downwards, except for this one, which is all special stuff, and the top one, special stuff that cannot fit on the special stuff shelf. So we have the PlayStation Classic, the ill-willed PlayStation Classic, you know, whatever. For some I hope to put more things on the shelves with time, but for now, space-wise, anything that doesn't really have too much space to fill, I went ahead and put controllers there. So you're gonna notice there's a couple controllers lying around, some more prevalent like these two PlayStation 4 controllers, and then of course some really nice N64 controllers down there. So started with this first shelf. Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe, Senran and Kagura Peach Splash Special PlayStation 4 Edition, and the Tekken 7 Steelbook. It's very nice with two controllers. Let's move back down. Here we have the PlayStation 4 section. Nice. Everything is alphabetized, by the way. Everything is by alphabet. I did went into this weird like philosophical existential crisis where I wasn't sure if like "thes" counted as, you know, the start of something. So like The Legend of Zelda or The Last of Us. I went ahead and counted those as things that start with T. Let me know in the comment section if I'd go ahead and switch that to whatever like the first letter was, so i.e. The Last of Us would be in the L's as opposed to the T's, but yeah, for now, that's how the setup's going on. So these are all the physical games I have. I forget how many I have physical, but I think I have like 300 digital, so that's moving that words. I really wish to, at some point, you know, buy physical versions of every digital game I have, but moving forward, so there's the PlayStation 4 games. Over here we have my two Vita games. Gravity Rush, always great, and then the Metal Gear Solid HD collection. So I'm really sad. The rest of my Vita games are digital. The Vita's down there in the box, by the way. But really sad that game system never took off. I really like the game cases, by the way. If you haven't checked out Gravity Rush, check out Gravity Rush. It's something I'm happy it was taken off of PlayStation Vita exclusivity and put on the 4. Okay, moving downwards, we have our PlayStation 3 games, of which I also have quite a bit with more digital, but you know, Here, the physical. I prefer physical, but sometimes it's, you know, more efficient to get digital, or there's a sale that really gets me good. But as you can see, yeah, we started Army of Two and then with Uncharted 3. I hope to improve this over the time. There's a lot of games that I really like that are on PlayStation 3. Of which this right here is tied for my #1 game of all time, in my opinion, Metal Gear Solid 4. It's tied with another title that we'll get to down the road. But yes, there's 2 more PlayStation 3 controllers. Here's some PlayStation 2 controllers and my very anemic amount of PlayStation 2 games. Only 4. Kingdom Hearts, Metal Gear Solid 3, and Tekken 4 are the only ones I currently have. Here's some PS1 games I have down here. As you can see, the always titular Frogger 2, Tekken 3, this Sleeper Hit apparently? I've never played it. I heard it was good. 102 Dalmatians. Sure, why not? And then, what is this? Oh yes, this one is, I don't know if you guys have heard of this one, Bushido Blade 2. Haven't played it. Own it, haven't played it. And of course the Vita, as explained earlier. Scroll all the way up to the next one. We have our NES Classic and our Super NES Classic, as well as this nice Mother 2 figure. And I guess I'll give it slightly, yeah, there's a nice golden Master Sword in some rock there. That was a gift from Patrick for a birthday. It actually came with a title as well that I'll show you when we get to the next wing. And over here, we have some of my N64 games that are boxed, and then the Majora's Mask Skull Kid figurine that came with the 3DS release, which I really enjoy. Here are those weird came only in like the sleeve games, I guess, which only have 4. Wii Sports, of course, Link's Crossbow Training. These fun pins that came with the Link's Awakening release, and then 2 copies of the special, I don't know, was it bonus strategy edition of Splatoon 2, since I had one and my girlfriend had bought one separately. Moving on, we have our Switch titles, and as you'll see, some of these will double up because, again, I have some titles that me and my girlfriend both had separately before we got together, so there's some doubles there. So everything from Captain Toads, you know, you got 2 Kirby's, 2 Mario Karts, 2 Let's Go Eevees, a Let's Go Pikachu. What else? 2 Mario Odysseys, 2 Smash. We actually have 3 copies of Smash Bros. Ultimate, because I have a couple Switches. I have 2 Switches, so I had a copy of each one, for each one, and then she had a copy, but I'm not sure where the 3rd copy case is. We'll have to find that. 2 Breath of the Wilds, Link's Awakening, which just came out at this time in this video, and of course Ultra Street Fighter 2, as well as the Pro Controller right there, the cord for the Pro Controller, and an extra left Joy-Con. I don't remember why it's just 1 extra left Joy-Con, but whatever. Next on, we got the Wii U section. Oh, I should have mentioned this whole section right here, we moved on to Nintendo. This is all Nintendo. This was all Sony, this was all Nintendo. This is all portable and retro, excluding Sega, and this one is Sega plus Xbox. So, now with that aside, let's go on Wii U. So over here, we do not have very many Wii U games, of course, because there's not very many good Wii U games in general. But yeah, so here we go. Got some good ones. I got the Zelda HD Twilight Princess with the amiibo in there, as well as 2 Japanese Smash controllers. Our Wii section, which I really like the Wii. A lot of people say it's a garbage system. It is pretty low powered, but the games on it were fun, and the motion controls were fun at the time. So there's that. My GameCube section, which I really do enjoy GameCube games. If you see any there that you really like, go ahead and comment down below. Like, oh my gosh, he has that game? Who's heard of Naruto Clash of Ninja 2, right? Down here we have some N64 games. Some of them are Japanese. Like, you know, here's Banjo-Tooie. What else? Here's like Pokemon Stadium 2 for them, Pokemon Stadium 1 for us. And then 3 varying colors N64 controllers. Moving onwards, have our retro. Here's some spare stuff. Like here's a blank cartridge. I think like Madden, one of the 95 is on there. 3DS. 2 copies of what I think is the greatest game in the Pokemon franchise, as well as on the DS. A couple of my Game Boys. Here is a Magnavox Odyssey 2 game, which is a tri-game of Speedway, Spin-Out, and Crypto Logic. Our 3DS games, which I really enjoyed the 3DS, like a lot. I'm happy I have these two right here, the top and the middle one. Sorry, the top and the bottom one, and the middle one belongs to my girlfriend. And this right here is that game I mentioned earlier that was tied for first place. Majora's Mask 3DS is tied for first place with Metal Gear Solid 4. I both really enjoy those games. Okay, moving onwards, we have our regular DS section, which it's mostly Pokemon and Sonic for some reason, and Mario. That's actually only that's there, Mario, Pokemon, and Sonic, so do what you want with that. I got rid of all of my Pokemon Advance Game Boy Advance games a while back, and that still hurts me to this day, so I'm slowly building it back. Right now I only have those two Pokemon games there, and then Metroid Zero Mission, as well as cases for Ruby and Leaf Green that were made from DS cases. Here's where things start getting fun. This is actually one of my favorite pieces I personally own in the collection, is the boxed cellophane version of Pokemon Red, and then like a cased version of Pokemon Gold in their original boxes. They're not even expensive, I just really like them, and they're pretty good condition. Actually, I have Pokemon Red several times over, so here's Red American out of the case, and then there's Japanese. Yeah, I got a couple different versions. There's the Lion King up there, Kirby's Donkey Kong 94, a great game. You should definitely give that one a shot. SNES, this is where we start getting really anemic. So SNES, all I have is the amazing Super Metroid and the Japanese version of Donkey Kong Country. Really need to improve on that. I know I'm definitely missing some games. Again, I have a lot of them digital. So I think I have like Link to the Past like 4 times now in different formats. Here we have the NES and Famicom section. So here was that gift from Patrick I mentioned earlier. It's the gold version of Zelda 1. Fantastic. Oops, fantastic. Here we have the Famicom version of Super Mario Bros. 3, the Famicom Disk System version of Metroid, and then Atari ET the Extraterrestrial. Terrible, terrible game. Over here we got the two, actually there's a third one that I don't have, but the two, what is this, by Dark Horse? Yeah, the Dark Horse series explaining Zelda, the Arts and Artifacts, and then Hyrule Historia. Moving upwards, there's just some random movies and junk I didn't have space for. A Zelda Shield and Sword set, that's like letter openers. Here we go to the Sega section, Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2, Echo the Dolphin. Dreamcast, oh man, I love me some Dreamcast. Japanese version of Marvel vs. Capcom 2, the English version of Marvel vs. Capcom 1, but I didn't have a case for it, so I bought this aftermarket case online that looks really nice. Sonic Adventures, Soul Calibur's in there, and then just a VMU. Here's the Xbox One section. Here's the Xbox 360 section. Okay, so here we have, just some basic games or whatever, your lineup. I actually have most of these games on either other platforms or on PC. So I know I have Left 4 Dead, Mass Effect, and I don't have Gears. I have Crysis 2, as well as Crysis 3 in the PS3 section as well. And then Red Dead in the PS3 section as well. 2, I believe, wherever it may be. This is full of loose 360 games, which I got from a yard sale, so I need to go through that. I think I have like 4 Halo Reaches though. And then here are the Xboxes. I really like the Xbox. I think it's a underappreciated system. I was thinking of getting an Xbox One just for backwards compatibility because I liked it so much. And that's just my girlfriend's laptop. So moving over here, we have the consoles. These are released by release date. Or sorry, organized by release date, excluding the PS2, which wouldn't fit in that covered over there. So now they're over there. So your NESs in certain forms, your Famicom, your Sharp Twin Famicom, which has a disk drive in it. It's a very special item that we never got over here. Look it up if you don't know anything about it. Genesis, of course. Super Famicom, Super NES with an NES Mini on top. PlayStation, the same deal. My Ultra 64 and 64, which I really enjoy. Couple different mods there. It turns blue when you turn it on. Need to do a video on that. Dreamcast, GameCube number 1 with the Game Boy adapter player on the bottom, as well as a separate GameCube that I'm using to play currently Naruto Clash Ninja 2, which I'm about to 100%. One PlayStation 4, there's another one over there. Moving over here, we have the Wii, the Wii U, one of our PS2s, the other one is under maintenance right now. Our Xbox, 3 of the 360s. All of them are broken. 360 was a terrible system as far as manufacture. A good concept, good like online capabilities, but as far as manufacturing goes, terrible. So these are all broken. This one actually is the only one that works, and it was Frankenstein from the other ones to make it work. So, oh yeah, that's a walking zombie right there. Right here we have all of the PS3s from the fat, the middle, and the super slim. So there's all that. And the PC over there, which, if you're wondering, it just has like an RX 580 in it, nothing special. In the closet, we just have like a bunch of junk. There's like more loose amiibos up there, some Nendoroids. There's like Mancala the game for some reason, some different figurines. My Switch boxes, an extra Switch, which I haven't used. Some gifts, some boxes that I've saved over the years. And the other one just has like some junk. And that's about it. That's the game room. That is the ZoinkMeister, or specifically the Adam of ZoinkMeister game room. Please, if you have anything to comment, please do so. I really want the input on what you think, or if you saw any games where you're like, really, you have that game? Because, you know, whatever, this and that. But thanks, you've been awesome. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Adam of ZoinkMeister, Zoink out.